Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The 2020 slalom season is about to kick off in France, and we thought we'd whet your appetites, give you a little bit of inside knowledge, because this season it's going to be big. We've got foil versus fin, and who better to see how the preparations have been going than some of the top riders in the world.
15-18 knots is the fine line between putting your foil on or going fins. What have you found?
Yeah, I was in Tenerife already early this winter, where we actually checked out what's faster in what kind of conditions. So it seemed like 8.4 big board powered up. We were still faster on the slalom board, so with the fin.
Slalom is still really fast, even in very light wind. The problem is the jibes. If you get stuck on the jibe, the foilers will kill you.
I think if it's above 12 knots, proper 12 knots, and not as holy as Gusty, I think you will be faster on a slalom. So with normal fin.
The foil is very good in very light wind. You know, before 12 knots, 10, 12 knots. After me, I prefer slalom.
How have we managed this? This was a
I still would like to be like 15 knots going on the fin. Then anything below 15, I think that would be the perfect wind to go foiling.
For me, the difference is between it's 15 knots maybe maximum. After the slalom is really fast, and I think for the moment it's really hard to be faster with the foil.
All will depend as well of the course. If it's a short course, if it's a long course, how choppy it will be. But it seems that over 15 knots the foil is really competitive, especially at the start as well, because you instantly go to your top speed, and with the slalom you need a little bit of going to get your top speed.
You can get away around the mark maybe easier with the foil. Meanwhile, if the strong gust comes, maybe you're double the speed with the fin. So even though we've been trying it out in Tenerife, we still don't 100% sure where that line is.
It's gonna be different from guys for this year, so we will keep the same option as last year. It means we will do some foil normally in light wind and slalom in stronger wind, but it will be the race director who will decide if we do foil or if we do slalom. I really like foiling now, but I'm better with my equipment, and I prefer a light wind, but I'm improving a lot in the medium wind. I think when it's very light, it's not what I prefer in foil, but I think around 10-12 knots until 15, I like it. To do slalom, after when it's stronger, for upwind, downwind is okay, but for slalom it becomes a little bit tricky in foil.
It's been coming up a long time. It's been coming up and it's a long time coming. I've been running for a long time. The truth is coming up, it's been a long time.
You're all riding together, because there's going to be some PWA events where half the fleet is on fin and half the fleet's on foil.
I think there are not specific dangerous place between both, but in fin I will feel more stronger and more comfortable to make an option on a buoy, for example, because when you are on the foil, you don't want to take a risk, because we don't have the same reflex time to change whether you were on the last second.
I've been in a situation where I was on a fin and someone around me was with a foil. Honestly, you can't prepare for this. You just don't know what's coming. It's scary, honestly. It's unpredictable. It's gonna be horrible. But let's see.
Yesterday at the Defi wind, we had winds where with the slalom we couldn't actually be on the water, and with the foil they were actually doing a lot of races, and it's really good for the sport, for the show, so it's important that foil exists.
prefer light wind foil or high wind foil? What do you prefer?
But at the end, we never did very much high wind foil. We did only in Costa Brava, but I think not so many people were really ready. Now we're going to change the format. We're going to go downwind. So because from all the past years, we wanted to go upwind. So we wanted, you have to have the biggest foil you can, the more power you can. But at the end, you go slow like a dog, I would say. But now we're gonna go downwind. So we're gonna start developing some fast wing. And I think it's going to be hard for the slalom to be competitive, even in maybe medium wind.
I like high wind foiling. I mean, but even if it's 10 knots, a good 10 knots, 10 to 11 knots on the foil, it's sick. I think it's because you're living on the edge, because you're really, like, we had some light wind racing with down to 4 or 5 knots. It's just cruising, because you're not really fighting with the gear.
Get used to the strong wind foil. I take almost the January months on high wind foil. I had some massive crash, good catapult, but yeah, it was a good training. But I really love the 7.7 medium condition. So I think I'm gonna go quick on this combo.
I mean, honestly, I love to race on big stuff, also with the fin. So 8.4 big board, making the big board go on the rail. So it's not that I really prefer it to be strong all the time.
Yeah, things are gonna be mixed up. I mean, foil slalom is a whole different story to the upwind downwind foil. You need different gear, different foils, and whoever is prepared best then will be up there. Plus, you have to do good on your slalom gear as well.
You know, the first years of a new discipline, there are always new faces in the front coming, you know. But then I always see that the top guys, you know, with time are always going to be the same ones, more or less. But I hope that new riders will have a chance to actually be at the top of the rankings, and being the first year, for sure we will have new faces.
I think the top 3 guy from this year is really strong. For me, it's more about the course format than about the discipline, you know. Slalom, it's really slalom format course. It's really something where you have to be really focused. It's just 2-3 minute race. And I think it's more about this than about foil or fin. So I think the top 3 will be there for sure.
We are the top 3 because we are the more constant rider on the tour, on all events. But you can have some guys who can win events for sure. But you need to be consistent. So yes, I think probably we can get some new rider coming to the top 3. Yeah, of course.
Overall, yeah, for sure. I think that we will see many different names with the foiling.
But other guys like maybe Alexander, also Enrico. I think he showed us very good thing on slalom on the end of the last season, and I saw him in Tenerife last week training, and it's also fast.
But maybe with a new discipline, someone like you say Amado, Nico Goyard, maybe me. Some can do some really good race and maybe can close the gap between the top 3 and after, but I think the top 3 is really, really strong.
I think the top 3, I don't know if they will remain the top 3, but they are there because they are the overall best sailors and the most consistent. So it will be hard to challenge them. Saying that, foiling gives a totally different flavor into the mix. And anything can happen.
I mean, rumors say that Antoine is not gonna do the whole tour, so that will definitely be someone breaking in the top 3. But still, I think it will be more excited to follow. I mean, not gonna say it was not excited last times, but it was obviously, we were talking about the big three all the time. And I think it will change. I think we will see more elimination winners, more event winners.
Yeah, we had a crazy year last year where it was super close. But it shows also that some guys who won the first elimination ever, like Enrico or some other guy, Ethan for example. So I think it's pretty open, and yeah, for sure there is a guy like Goya or Alex who can win race now, but at the end it's going to be kind of an overall. So you need to be strong in every single condition, and I think this is where Antoine or Matteo or me, for example, we are pretty constant. So let's see, but for sure the foil will show some new face on top.
Might actually make the top 5. We're going for some names now. Could you predict the top 5?
No, it's super hard. It's really hard. It will all depend on the. You know, it's going to be very difficult to choose what foil to take, because all the company is going to arrive really late before the first event, and you will have to register the gear. So I think it's not good to register the gear for this first year, because all the company have problems to produce.
Antoine will be there if he's going to do the tour. He's exceptionally fast this year.
Antoine, Pierre and Matteo, pretty sure, and maybe, like I told you, I can see Alexander, Enrico, Mateus on the young generation, maybe also Maciek.
I sail with Marco, and I can tell you he's fast on the foil. You need to learn some stuff, but he can be really fast. No, it's pretty open. So yeah, I will maybe Amado. I will say the last 5 will be Amado, because he's a great windsurfer, I would say.
Oh man, I think Giacchino will be there for sure. Pierre will be there. Jordi will be there. Oh, that's a good one. Because now you have to look at the slalom results. I think for sure Enrico will be up there. He's super fast on foil and on slalom. And oh, that's a good one. Mateus?
Take my top 5. I put myself on first. Let's see.
Because there are someone like Jordi Vonk who are really strong in slalom, but foil maybe for the moment, maybe not really there, but he don't have the good gear now, so we'll see. It's really difficult, but I think top 3 are in the top 5 for sure, and maybe Nico Goyard can be really strong. Maybe someone like Julien Quintel. There are a lot of guys, Pascal, Amado. Maybe me, we'll see.
What? So this is like,
really, man?
Yeah, overall we need some names. Top 5 for the year. What you got overall?
I want Antoine for sure, Matteo.
I mean, Pierre shows his consistency, showed that he's good on the foil as well. So he's going to be there, I think.
Second is already a difficult one because it's unpredictable.
Antoine, Matteo. Nico can be there with the foiling because when they have like some light wind events. Amado can also be there.
And then it's all open. Antoine Castel is up there, Cousin. Myself's gonna be in the game.
I'd like to see other guys, like like Enrico, like younger guys, like Mike Tati from the Future of Life team.
Difficult to say 5. I mean, Maciek, Enrico, they were both doing so great last part of the season, so expect those guys to be fighting also.
Enrico can be there too. Enrico. So betting on those 6 guys, yeah.
6 guys, okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Shut me down.
for me the level is higher and higher each year, so everybody can be dangerous. For sure with Marion probably it's gonna be a year of fighting again, but probably Lena will be okay with his foot this year and could fight at his best level too. So a lot of girls can do good. Jenna, who was not doing all the tour last year, can be very good too. A lot of girls. Everybody is dangerous actually. So
yes, for sure, my goal is to continue to be close and to win other event next year. But there is also a lot of girls. There is Lena. There is Maëlle from France. There is also Jenna from England. She was not here last year because she missed some event because she was sick, but I think she can be really, really fast. So yes, there is a lot of other girls.
Oh, but you shut me down.
But it could be nice if there is some new girls on the tour for foiling. As we are keeping separate, probably some girls who are not doing Olympic could be interested to do the tour. So let's see.
You don't have so much control and you start to feel the chop. It can be dangerous, yes, for sure.
So no one's going to whip a foil out in Fuerte then?
I don't think so. I think in the rules we will say that no foil in Fuerte. I think it's better. Maybe we still have time to think about it, and maybe in the next years. Yeah.
Take your rejection to face you. So
I'm pretty sure that next year, 2021, it's gonna be fast, you know, and we're gonna go faster and faster for sure. In Fuerte, I think my best top speed on the first reach is almost 38 knots. Huh? So you have to go. We are not there yet with the foil.
Someone's going to have good gear probably, and then they may get some good results.
I say that some brands, like for example us, Need Pride, we tested already. We tested some fast foil. We know what we want. But now we need to decide which one exactly, how big the wings, and then to produce as well. And with this problem there's in China now, I think it's going to be difficult to get production.
So, okay, since we recorded that and made it, things have changed. The coronavirus has taken hold, and I think it has affected things a lot more than people were kind of anticipating. We were wanting to see the first, PWA racing event of the year, the foil versus the fin. That was kind of the big talk, and now it's just coronavirus. Here in Sagres, Portugal, we're not seeing too much of that, but I think it's only a matter of time. But just so you know, here at Windsurfing.TV, we're going to try and pump out the content because we know a lot of people are quarantined in their homes. We're trying to keep it upbeat. We're out in the fresh air. We're hoping we can still go windsurfing. I mean, that's probably the best place to be right now. We've got the cameras all charged and we're going to be pumping out some content. So yeah, I just need to say this point to everyone who's supporting the channel. This is now more important than ever. I know 20, 30 quid, everyone's struggling at the moment, especially in the tourism industry. But here at Windsurfing.TV, I am feeling it because there's no competitions, there's nothing going on. It's pretty tight, I won't lie to you. But we're going to do our best. We're going to keep rolling, try and keep the videos. If you want to support the channel, though, join the membership. It would definitely be appreciated. At any level possible would be great. And like I say, we'll keep the videos coming. If you've got any ideas of what videos you want, we're going to be doing stuff for Send It Academy, how-to videos. We're going to be pumping them all out. So there we go. Thanks, everyone. Hope you enjoyed that preview. Hopefully, we'll be kicking off the season. It's probably going to be more Costa Brava. It's looking like the first event of the year, and that isn't guaranteed because obviously France now has been postponed until, I think, November. Japan, Korea cancelled. It's all looking up in the air, and we don't know what is happening. But like I said, we're going to try and keep things rolling and keep the content coming. Like I said, being on the water has got to be the safe place. Although I know in some countries you're not even allowed on the water, which seems insane. Let's hope they keep the ban here down in the south in the end. Okay. Stay safe, people, and yeah, hope everyone and family members are all good.